If you have not seen my previous upload, I recommend you watch it, because so many things went down in that one that it took us to a point where Shekinah and Thais ended up getting into altercation. But as you know or may not know, after the show airs, there's then Between the Sheets, where the cast members then had their own opinions on the things that went down. And now in this one here, we're about to find out what Shekinah has to say, what Thais has to say, what others have to say, and also most importantly, the comment that was made. The comment that was made that now people are discussing. Was it racist or was it not? Well, Shekinah gives you her own reasons behind her comment of go back to your country. Let's dive in.
Out of here. You better talk to me like that.
Look at her trying to swipe at my face. She needs to be in an insane asylum.
Many would argue that maybe you should be in one as well, but hey, we continue.
To go back to her country as a way of saying, get away from me, get as far away from me as possible. I was afraid of her. I was feeling physically threatened by her.
If somebody is making you or putting you in a position where you feel like your life is on the line, you feel like you may be harmed, you're not going to think of go back to your country. 5 words. I don't know if I'm going to be thinking about a long ass sentence like that. It is a whole ass sentence. I'll be like, get off. 1, 2. Leave me alone. 3 words. Or if you want to really go there, we can say F off. 2 words. Go away. 5 words. Come on now. Out of all reasons to give to why she said what she said, that is the reason that she gives? Huh. To be honest with you, what Sarper has to say holds better strength, to be honest with you, within her own defense. But that, her saying that right there, brings me back to the question I asked you in the previous video. Do you still deem or do not deem her comment as racist or not racist? Now you have her explanation. Let's continue.
She was holding me in the bed. I had no problem pulling her wig off. I feel bad. I don't like to say that, but she
I don't believe that she feels bad. I don't believe that Thais feels bad. Because being violent is something that clearly comes so quick and natural to her. There's no justifying it. You feel bad, but you wanted to pull off her wig. Girl, you was ready to lay the smack down on her. You went in. Literally, Thais was here. Zoom. She went for the leap. It's not like they were close and she tried to go. No, you fully went in. That's somebody that was determined to cause damage.
does not want to talk to people. Every time she's sassy, horrible personality. And then you tell an immigrant to go back to their country? What do people think?
The word immigrant, let's talk about that, because people are sitting in and thinking and saying, well, her husband's an immigrant, so surely she wasn't racist. But here's the thing though, folks, in this world, in this life that we live in, there are still people in this life that somehow, for some bizarre reason, will be in a relation with somebody, but when they're not in a good mood, they will say racial slurs to that person that they're with. It's a bizarre world that we live in. I don't know what's more effed up, the person that is comfortable saying a racial slur to somebody that they decide to actually be with, or the person that actually wants to be with somebody and stays with that person after that person says comments they should not be saying to that person. Like I always say, whether it's racism or not, nobody should be in a relationship with anybody that's going to disrespect them in any shape or form. And that's the problem that we have. People love to stay in relationships where they are disrespected. Racism or not, it is not okay.
It kind of said was hurtful for me because Sumit's mom has said that to me many times.
I would love to know how the shoe would fit on the other foot though. If Jenny was to say this is Sumit's mom multiple times, I wonder how his mother would react to that. So you know what though, good on Jenny for not giving her the reaction, the satisfaction. But this isn't okay. Obviously, unfortunately for Sumit, he is not in control of what comes out of his mother's mouth. But sometimes you've got to think to yourself, is it okay to allow my partner, the woman that I want to be, the person that I love, the person that I choose to love, is it okay for me to put them in a position where they are subjective to somebody that is going to say things to them that are harmful? Now, that is a whole other topic, but it's still a question to ask. Would you be in a relationship with somebody and allow a family member, your own mother, your own father, your own brother, your own sister, and anyone else that you deem close to you, would you allow that person to say things to your person that you love, that you choose to want to be with? Would you allow that person to say things that fall underneath the category of racism, discrimination, or just pure utter disrespect? Give me your thoughts on that one. Would you want that person to still be in your life? Because remember, when that person is saying things that are harmful to your partner, they're also showing you, not only are they lacking crazy disrespect for your partner, but they're also lacking crazy disrespect for you as well. They don't respect you because they feel comfortable enough to insult somebody that you choose to be with. So Sumit really needs to think about his mum's actions. Just because his mum is saying things to Jenny, it doesn't mean that it's not towards him as well. Any disrespect that your partner receives, you receive it too, especially if it's from somebody that you know, somebody that is supposed to be close to you. Think about that, but let me know your thoughts, please. So I feel for Jenny.
Someone needs to stop Thais. It was Patrick's job to do that. He didn't. He was so passive. The roles are completely changed in that marriage.
Exactly. I'm telling you now, Thais has probably put her hands on Patrick multiple times. I said this before in my previous video, and I say this again. And now we're in a situation where there's a divorce going on, and what did Thais do? She decided to put her hands on him again. Well, let me not say again, but she decided to put her hands on Patrick for the first time, at least recorded to us, the public. But I don't believe it's the first time, personally. Like I said, being violent comes so easily to her.
He's the man. Patrick is the girl.
Got up and left because it was a volatile situation that was not safe. I don't know if you could see in the clip, but she was coming at my face with her hands open. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say.
I saw, like I said before, the girl, she was about this far away. She had to. That's someone that's determined. Someone that's seen red. Somebody that is easily triggered. But give me your thoughts, though. Give me your thoughts. But now we're going to move on to something else that also happened due to that escalation. Now, what caused the situation to even happen? Patrick decided to go up to Shekinah and start talking smack. And the smack he was talking about originally was him trying to bring Rebecca back into the conversation, even though Sarper and Rebecca had made up. That failed, so therefore he brought up Cara back into the conversation again. Somebody remind me, is Patrick like in this imaginary relationship with Cara? Because he seems to continuously keep talking about her, and he says that she's not his type because she reminds him of his ex. Remember what I said to you guys before? If she was his type before, she will still be his type now anyway. Now I get it. If somebody's personality stinks, it's a big turn off, 100% for me personally. If somebody's personality stinks, I am turned off with a shadow of a doubt. I don't care how good you look. I don't find you attractive anymore because of your attitude. But if I see somebody else that looks like you but has a better attitude, I'm going to be attracted because you're still going to be my type, right? Physically. Do you see what I'm saying? Aesthetically. But you see with Patrick here, he tries to play it down so bad. But why is Cara so much in his mouth? I feel like Patrick has this vendetta against Cara. I feel like he looks at her and sees her as his ex. So he wants to use G to get revenge on his ex that isn't even his ex just because Cara looks like his ex. It's all berserk. It's all bonkers. Make it make sense, but you can't make sense out of stupidity. But anyway. After everything that happened, and she kind of made her comment about go back to your country, certain people wasn't there to actually hear a word. G being one of those people, he wasn't there. But now he found out about the comment, and now he wants to go outside and confront Shekinah. But Shekinah has already left because she wants to de-escalate the situation because she's running for her life, because she doesn't want none of that physicality. So really and truly, let them bounce. But you see, He comes outside. Sarper tells him, listen, we're leaving, leave it. But obviously this man's potentially drunk, so he can't leave it. So Sarper's had to do what Patrick was supposed to do. He's had to step up and stand up for his woman, something that Patrick did not do when it came to the situation with Thais and Shekinah. He was meant to step in and say, no, we don't do this. But clearly he didn't do it because he's obviously accustomed to that type of behavior from her, clearly.
Where's the car?
Go back to your country.
How long until the car? I'm not
You
doing
think
this.
that's
Coming out.
Yeah, he want to be the hero. What did she say? What did she say? I mean, go back to your country. I mean, it's not like country. It's not a Hispanic daughter, you know? She kind of has
I do apologize. Let me replay that again, but let me slow down. I forget, you know what I mean? I did, yeah.
immigrant's husband. Because she...
Where's the car?
Go back to her country.
How long until the car? I'm not doing
You think
this.
that's okay?
Coming out.
Yeah, he want to be the hero. What did she say? What did she say? I mean, go back to your country. I mean, it's not like country. It's not a Hispanic daughter, you know?
Remember when I said to you before, she kind of should have just left it down to Sarper to be the one to explain, to be in her corner, because he had a better reasons than she did. He said, listen, her daughter's Hispanic. But then again, at the same time, though, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, folks. But then again, there are certain people in this life that will have a child with somebody from a different ethnicity, religion, whatever, and still be racist. Do you know how many mixed race kids that I have been told about? That are born in a life where mommy decided to, you know, have a baby with a black man because mommy wants to have a mixed race child because there were some women in this world that have a fetish for mixed race kids. You may know about it, but if you don't know about it, you'll know about it now. And then what happens, they then have a child with this person. That man then decides to, some of those guys are still actively in that child's life, some of them are not. But what happens is that whenever that child is around nanny, the grandma of mummy, the mother of mummy, so my apologies, that child actually experiences a lot of racial comments towards it by grandma or grandpa. So even though Shekinah's daughter is Hispanic, it doesn't necessarily fully defend her in terms of her not being a racist. Gotta put it out there. It doesn't necessarily defend her that way. But again, his defense is still better than Shekinah's. In fact, I know there was another child as well, a mixed race child. This black man decided to have a child with this woman that already had white kids, 2 white kids with previous partners. I think every one of her kids have different partners. I don't know. But in the household, when he's not there because they're broken up now for these reasons, when he's not there and his child is being looked after by the mum, that boy goes through racial challenges with his own siblings, half siblings. These little other white kids who are saying X, Y, Z to it. And bear in mind, they're siblings. Why? Because mom does not enforce the rules that should be enforced. Because mom doesn't give a damn because she's a racist too. She just wanted to have a little bit of a fetish baby. Moral of the story, folks, be careful who you have kids with. Some people just want kids because they just like that pigmentation on their skin, on their child, but not really care about the ins and outs of the reality. Bear that in mind. But either way, though,
She kind of has immigrant's husband.
Because she throws a that's not okay glass to her face.
I don't give a but that's not okay.
Who are you, man?
Face of my...
bro, listen to what he's saying. Let it go. Move away. We're trying to bounce.
That's a dangerous face.
Who are you to tell us what is okay?
What's up? What up?
Understand why Guillermo had to go outside and confront Shekinah about it. I can't really.
It's funny how he's now talking about how Guillermo went outside to confront this. Hold on a minute, buddy. This situation wouldn't happen if you didn't open your goddamn mouth.
Really blame Sarper for getting upset.
Yeah.
I would have been upset too. Guys,
Submit went out first.
I mean, somebody was probably just smoking a cigarette and was there by chance.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
That is probably true, to be honest with you. But anyway, either way, though, you see the way Patrick is a massive hypocrite. The guy likes to instigate things. But when it comes down to the nitty and gritty, where's the accountability? He's nothing but problematic.
That makes me excited. I don't know if he's got enough of the amount of caffeine that I have right now, but
I'm gonna.
What up?
I'm the only.
What up?
I'm already.
I have right now, but I want to fight.
I'm so much anxiety right now watching this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Are you?
So, Guillermo says after watching it back and because of the caffeine in his body, He wants to what? He makes you want to fight. Yeah, violence isn't going to condone anything. But either way, though, the situation has become what it is. So my question to you folks is, what are your thoughts on the matters? What are your thoughts on the matters? Do you think Shekinah's reasons were good enough to defend herself? Do you think Sarper's reasons to defend her was good enough to defend her too? And also, do you think that this isn't the first time Thais has been a violent person? Do you think that Patrick was always aware of this behavior from her? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. But with that being said, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, hype the video. Hype, 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 hype. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.